It's story time with me to see again. Go grab a book and come learn and play my friend. Virtual reading is how we all connect around here. It's story time with Mrs. C again. Go grab a book and come learn and play my friend. Virtual reading is how we all connect around here. Go grab a book and come learn and play my friend. It's story time with Mrs. C again.
Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to another virtual story time here at the Enfield Library. I'm Mrs. C, your favorite librarian, here to share another great story with you. We're still celebrating Black History Month, and we're spotlighting Black authors. So I wanted to come today to share another great story written not only by a Black author, but also a Black illustrator. Today, we are going to be reading the story Sulwe by Lupita Nyong'o, and is illustrated by Vashti Harrison. And this book is one of my favorite stories. When I heard that she had written this book, I got so excited because I love her work. Let me give you a little background information on our author today. Lupita Nyong'o is a Black Kenyan Mexican actress, and you may know her from her roles of 12 Years a Slave and one of our favorite movies, Black Panther. So she's very famous and she's very talented and she's gorgeous. She's a pretty lady. And she wrote this story based off of how she felt growing up. So if you're ready for a great story, I need you to turn on your listening ears, open your eyes, and let's get ready to read Sulwe. Sulwe was born the color of midnight. She looked nothing like her family, not even a little bit, not even at all. Mama was the color of dawn. Baba, which is her daddy, was the color of dusk. And Mish, her sister, was the color of high noon. Hardly anyone at school liked Sulwe either. People gave her sister Mish pet names like Sunshine and Ray and Beauty. People gave Sulwe names like Blackie and Darky and Night. Sulwe felt hurt every time, so she hid away while her sister made lots of friends. Sulwe dreamed of being the same color as her sister. She wanted real friends too. So she got the biggest eraser she could find and tried to rub off a layer or two of her darkness. Ouch! That hurt! She crept into Mama's room and helped herself to her makeup. Oh no! She would hear about this from Mama. Sulwe decided to work from the inside out and ate only the lightest, brightest foods. With a stomach ache, she went to bed early and turned to God for a miracle. Dear Lord, why do I look like midnight when my mother looks like dawn? Please make me as fair as the parents I'm from. I want to be beautiful. not just to pretend. I want to have daylight. I want to have friends. If you hear me, my Lord, and would like to comply, may I wake up as bright as the sun in the sky. Amen. When Mama came in to wake her for school the next morning, Sulwe rose to find not a trace of daylight in her midnight skin. Sulwe told Mama everything. Mama asked, "What is your name?" "Sulwe," she muttered. "And what does that mean?" "Star," Sulwe whispered. "Brightness is not in your skin, my love. Brightness is just who you are. As for beauty," Mama said, rubbing Sulwe's stomach, the way she always did to comfort her, "you are beautiful." Sulwe sighed. "Well, you are beautiful to me, but you can't rely on what you look like to make you feel beautiful, my sweet. Real beauty comes from your mind and your heart. It begins with how you see yourself, not how others see you. Now, up you get and out you go." How could she, as dark as she was, have brightness in her? How could she have beauty when no one but her mother seemed to see it? How could she be a star? That night, a shooting star appeared at Sulwe's window. "The night sits me," the star said. "Come with me." Sulwe hopped onto the star and off they went. "Long ago at the beginning of time," said the star, "there was night and day. They were sisters. But people didn't treat the sisters the same, although they loved each other very much. People gave day pet names like lovely and nice and pretty. People gave night names like scary and bad and ugly. She felt hurt every time, much like Sulwe. Well, night got fed up and walked right off of the earth. Day stayed behind and enjoyed making everybody happy in the sun. But then day grew too long. Day began to really miss her sister. So did everybody else. There had to be a way to get her back. Day set off to find night. And she did. "I miss you," said Day. "I miss you too," said Night. "But you don't know what it's like to be treated badly for being dark." "You're right. I don't," Day replied. "But what I do know is that we need you just the way you are. Come and see." Night returned and the people rejoiced. We need the darkest night to get the deepest rest. We need you so that we can grow and dream and keep our secrets to ourselves. The stars chimed in. Brightness isn't just for daylight. Light comes in all colors, and some light can only be seen in the dark. While day had a golden glow, with night everything had a silver sheen, elegant and fine. Day told her sister, "When you are darkest is when you are most beautiful. It's when you are most you." Could it be that night did not need to change? Not even a little? Not even at all? Now that night and day were back together, a little bit of night returned to day in the form of shadows, and a little bit of day returned to night in the form of moonlight. They were inseparable from that moment on and promised to celebrate the brightness in each other, whether people chose to see it or not. You see, the star explained, we need them both on their sunniest days and their darkest nights, and every shade in between. Together, they make the world we know light and dark, strong and beautiful. Sulwe rose the next morning beaming. There would be no hiding anymore. She belonged out in the world, dark and beautiful, bright and strong. And if she ever needed a reminder of her brightness, she could look up at the sky on the darkest night to see for herself. Sulwe felt beautiful, inside and out. The end. Boys and girls, did you enjoy today's story of Sulwe? What did the story of Sulwe teach you? Well, let me help you. Sulwe teaches us to always embrace our beauty. It doesn't matter if we're light or if we're dark. We should be proud of who we are and how we look, because it's how we were made. If we were all the same, it would be a very boring and dull world. So be proud of you. Be proud of how you look. Celebrate your beauty, whether you're light or whether you're dark. You are beautiful. Boys and girls, I hope that you enjoyed today's story. Join me back again here next Tuesday at 10 o'clock a.m. for another virtual story time and another Black Author Spotlight. Until then, I'll see you the next time.